Afternoon, guys. How are we all? It's Saturday afternoon, guys, which means it's review time. Judging by the t-shirt, we've got a review from the guys at Vladdin. If you'd have seen the live last week, you'll have seen the device that we're going to be having a look at today. So we'll just wait for a few more people to join. But I won't wait too long, obviously we can watch this back at another time. The device is in my hand. I can't tell what it is yet. Still in charge. Ooh. Can you tell what it is yet? How are we all, guys? Jump on, comment, say hi, what you up to, what you vaping on. See if we can get a few more people watching before we make a start. We'll give it a minute or two and then we'll jump straight in and crack on with the review. It's going to be a fun one today. Had a bit of a bumpy ride with this one, guys. So it should be an interesting watch, to say the least. Sorry. We're going to jump straight into it, guys. So today, guys, we are reviewing the Vladdin Jet. There you have it. Quite similar looking to the RPM 40 from Smock. But yeah, been having to play with this throughout the week. And obviously, it's time to give you my thoughts and opinions on this little badger. So here we have the device, guys. Very, very nice, small and compact. Wicked designs on the back. Obviously, you've got that big Vladdin name on the back of the device itself. And shiny as well. So this comes with a little bit of a party trick. Can you guys guess what it is? It lights up. Flashy, lighty. If you're anything like me, guys, you are a sucker for things that light up. Little novelty things like that. But we'll go through that shortly and go through the ins and outs of how to work this little badger. Let's have a quick vape. Afternoon, everyone who's coming in. Do us a favour, share to the group, share where you can. Let's get some people on to hear my thoughts and opinions on this. So, guys, yeah, here it is the box. So it is the Vladdin. Obviously, you've got the Jet there with all the colours in front. I don't know if it's going to focus because I'm having a bit of an issue with this camera at the minute. I will try my best to get this to focus. So there you go. So it is a 1500 mAh battery, which for a device of this size is pretty good going. 5 to 40 watts. I don't know what that says underneath it. What does that say underneath it? Circulating wattage adjustment. Obviously on the back you've got all your specs. So you've got your size of the mod, battery capacity, pod capacity 4.5 mil on this. Obviously TPD will have something to say about that. But in terms of the one that I've got here, yeah, holds quite a decent amount of juice, and obviously your wattage on the back as well. So going into the box, let's have a gander and see what's in there. So your sleeve comes off, got your box. Ugh. Obviously there's your insert. Your device will obviously sit nicely in there when you get it. Can't get it out then. Underneath that, you've got your box of goodies, as we say. So what have we got in here? Box includes charging cable, user manual, and a spare coil. So let's have a gander in it. Charger cable. It is a C-bit battery charger, which is always good to see now. I think everyone's cottoned on to that, and I think everyone's following that. Following the same thing with the chargers now. Little bag of, I don't know what you want to call them. Probably not a bag of sweets, but keep everything nice and fresh, I think. So yeah, you get a spare coil, guys. This comes with a 0.6 and a 0.3 coil. I believe when you get the device, the 0.6 is installed already, and the 0.3 comes in. For the way I use this, I've swapped them out. So I've got the 0.3 in at the minute. Big ass user manual, which folds in about 15,000 million different ways and has all the different languages on there. Obviously the language that most of you guys will be interested in is just the English, which is just this little side here. It really doesn't take up a lot of room in terms of the instructions, just because of how basic this is. It literally just gives you a diagram, what buttons to press to use different modes, but it is a very, very basic setup, guys. Perfect again for those looking to come off the stinkies. I'm not even going to try and attempt to fold that up yet, because that'll just annoy me. And then a little plastic bag. Again, doubt this is going to focus because of the lighting and everything. But a little plastic bag with some rubber grommets. 10 points to Gryffindor if you can figure out what they're for yet. But yeah, so that is essentially the contents of the box. You've got your spare coil, you've got your charger, you've got your little plastic rubber grommet things. And again, I'm not even going to attempt to fold that, that instruction manual up just yet. You do my head in. But yeah, all in all, guys, here is the device. So this is the Vladdin Jet. I'm just going to jump straight into a con because it's going to be obvious as sin. But when I got this device, I was having a look around it and I thought, oh, this is peculiar. I've managed to get it down a bit. But like you will see there, the sticker has actually come away from the device. It's actually a lot worse up top. You can see just how far it's come out there. I'll try and, oh, there you are. So look at that. So the stickers actually came away from the device. Now, I've watched reviews on this. I've spoke to people that have had it. I've spoke to 3 people that have had this issue, but I've not seen it anywhere else. Now we addressed this with Vladdin. We got in touch with Vladdin. Their response was just try and press it down, warm it up, press it down, and try and stick it back together. Which I think is a bit shoddy, really. I think in terms of if they send it out to people that are going to review this and share their thoughts with people, you'd want them to get it right. So yeah, bit of a shame, that one. Poor build quality, to say the least. Their other response was that it's just been sat in a warehouse for God knows how long. So and the stickers are quite thick, so that's why they're coming away. They said they'll address it with the team, but whether they do or not is a different story. So yeah, bit of a shoddy one that. But let's move past it. So yeah, overall look and design, apart from obviously seeing the stickers falling away, a very nice looking mod. That was my first thoughts. I like the design on the side of the stickers. I love the name running up the back, which lights up. And overall, yeah, considering the size of it, looks quite similar, like I said, to the RPM 40. A bit of a similar look and feel. But yeah, very, very basic setup, guys. This literally does not have a lot of settings at all inside. I will try and show you the screen again if it will let me focus in. We will fight all day if we have to get this to focus in, because I wanted to go through this with you. Well, we're getting there. So you can see there, you've got the Vladdin name at the top. You've got a battery symbol, which mine is quite low. You've got your wattage there. This goes all the way up to 40 watts. Goes up in 1 watt increments, and it does round robin as well, which is handy. Oh, come on, focusing. It's not going to do it, is it? I'm just going through it underneath. So underneath your wattage, you've got your puff counter. I can show you how to reset that in a minute. Underneath that, you've got your ohms of what it's running at. You've got your voltage, your amps. And then even if it doesn't focus in, you'll see at the very bottom, you've got a, come on. You've got a list of that at the bottom here. You've got all the colors. Oh, come on, focus in. Come on. Don't be that guy. Right, doesn't look like it's going to do, but you can see the colours there running along the bottom there. I'll try and slow them in. No, it's not going to do it. Actually, like I said, but the sticker will put me off. Yeah, Ben, it put me off massively. I was raving about this. There's only a couple of bits I had an issue with, but overall, I think it's a cracking pod. That put me off, and the response to it put me off as well. But anyway, like I said, I've spoke to umpteen people. I've seen umpteen reviews, and I've not seen this being a massive issue out there. So I would say if you're ever going to look at get these, just open it up in the shop and just make sure that everything's all right on it. And if not, just exchange it. But yeah, I certainly wouldn't let it put you off. And no doubt, if you did come across any issues, they would fix it. So let's not focus too much on that. It's just a bit of a niggly point that just happened. Of course it would happen to me. Of course it would. I mean, strictly speaking, I could try and warm it up and get it glued back down, but you shouldn't have to. But yeah, you've got the colours running along the bottom there. Very, very easy to use this. So if you hold the power button and the wattage down button, it will reset the puff counter. That's how you reset that. Power and wattage up. You won't be able to see it moving through. Well, you can see it on the screen. You can see it's changing colours on the screen. So obviously you can have that set to red, yellow, blue, purple, green, or white. Obviously it doesn't just change the color on the screen. I'm going to set it to red now. See that red on the screen, and if you vape it, it lights up the same color on the back. Oh, what it's set at 5, 6 watts. Bloody hell. There we go. So yeah, big fan of the light up on the back. In terms of how to lock it, it's literally just 3 clicks and it'll be locked. Can't fire it, can't turn your wattage up. I do like the fact that when you lock it, you can't fire it, because for me, I would lock it like if it goes in like the missus handbag or something like that. 3 clicks to unlock, and then just, well, if you don't want the light on at the back, you can click it 4 times. It doesn't give you any sort of warning that you've done that, but the light just won't come on. 4 clicks will turn it back on. There you go. And then obviously your standard 5 clicks will turn it off, 5 clicks will turn it on, and Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. But yeah, quick vape. So as I say, you've got your charge point there, just above the Vladdin name. The pod itself, this one is a 4.5 mil. Again, it probably won't focus with this camera at the minute. Magnetic pull, a lot of leakage going on at the bottom, but there you are. There's the bottom of the tank. You've got your 2 magnets there, push and play coil in the middle. These are mesh coils, but it will also take the RPMs. And yeah, very, very simple setup. Obviously, you've got your fill port at the back, just here. There is quite a longer latch on this, so it is easy to take it out, even for those like me who don't have nails. So easy to get out, but also the slight downside is because of that extra latch, it can catch maybe on your pocket. It'd been good if it would have been good to see if they'd have found a way to put this fill port maybe underneath, because there is I mean, like I say, all that bottom half of the tank is available to maybe have had that put in there, just so it's not out on show and you can't catch it and things like that. Why do they leak? Ben, just sometimes the overall, well, sometimes it's just down to build quality. It could just be there's a bit of a, oh shit, I just pulled the coil out. Oh, I'm going to be leaking now. I think in the Humvee there is there's a little, like a miniature O-ring, so to say, at the bottom of the coil, which I think they said that they were aware that a couple of them was leaking. But again, that's a different brand, a different product. This is purely a Vladdin, so I've just cleaned that up a bit. And there you've got your airflows on the side. So you've got your 3 holes there, 3 holes on the other side as well. Quite an airy device. It's not restricted at all. It might be a bit more, obviously, you put the 0.6 coil in there, but definitely not restricted whatsoever. However, what have I done? Ah, come on, work for me, machine. It's just decided, oh, there we are, unlocked. It was having a bit of a fit then. Yeah, so, however, guys, if you do like the more restricted airflow, have no fear. Obviously, it's not, you can't adjust the airflow using anything on the device. However, I did say that in the box of tricks, you've got a little plastic bag full of these little rubber grommets, and they are designed to stick into your airflows. So you can adjust the airflows. Obviously, it just means making sure that you've always got these little tiny rubber things to hand. Obviously, you can see them in the bag there. I don't know if it's focusing in, but yeah, good little idea. I'd like to have them. I would have liked to have seen something more along the lines of an adjustable airflow on the device itself. These things are tiny. They're easy to lose. I can imagine if you were going to use these, then unless you had them stuck in that mod all the time, it'd be a bit of a nightmare to carry around and always have on your person, things like that. But yeah, so you can still adjust the airflow nonetheless. But other than that, guys, that is, oh, it's having a fit at me now. What? Pod detached. The pod's not detached. It's in there. There we go. It's having a fit. And we're back in the room. So yeah, that is essentially it, guys, in terms of what this thing is. Like I say, it's 1500 more. So for a device of this size, certainly keep it going. I've used it all day pretty much. I'll go to work with it. I'll use it in work, and yeah, I'll get home and I'll probably get late on into the evening before I even think about putting this on charge. So certainly not an issue from that front. Pros and cons with this thing, like I say, pros wise, like most pods, it's small, it's compact, very, very simple to use. Really doesn't, there's no complicated sections to it whatsoever. Other pro for me, it's got to be the lights on the back. That's the biggest thing for me. Anything I see that lights up, I'm like a magpie. I'm like, I need it, I need it, I need it, I need it. So great that they've done that, and it does overall just look good with that sort of chromey effect on the back as well. It really does set it off nice. The designs of them, like I said, they do come in a lot of different colours, and overall it does look nice. Obviously, we had a bit of the issue with the stickers, but we'll not focus on that too much. Other cons for me, another con would have to be those grommets to cover up your airflow. I just think, like with the way technology and everything is these days, they could have easily put something on that mod to make that airflow adjustable without having the need to stick these little plastic tiny rubber things in there. Obviously, they can be lost. If you drop these on the floor, I can guarantee it'll be a nightmare to find them. So yeah, I would have liked them to adjust, I don't know, add a little lever under there or something to adjust that airflow. What else? Other cons. Another con, well, yeah, I suppose it's going to be a con for me. Just on the build quality side of it. Can you hear that? It's really not taking much effort whatsoever to take that off. It only does have, so you see the two silver underneath the sea of liquid, the two silver magnets there. I would have liked them really to maybe have put a third magnet in there just to get this a bit more secure. I've had times where I've pulled this out of my pocket and it's caught and it's flicked the pod off. So yeah, would have liked to have seen another battery. Fill port could have done with being hidden away. I didn't know if you saw that properly then, that fill port there. It's good in the sense that if you're running low, you don't have to wait until it's all gone. You can tip it upside down, you can empty it and stuff like that. But I would have liked that because again, you can catch it on the long bit there. But other than that, guys, yeah, it's a nice little mod. Like I say, a lot of you guys out there that I speak to love the novelty side of things that light up, things like that. If you're going to go and buy one in the shop, I'd probably have a look in the shop, to be fair, and just make sure that these bits aren't peeling off. Oh, it's stuck itself back down now. I can't get my finger in it to show you, but like I say, there's that bit there. Just have a look, and obviously the shop will exchange it, and obviously it'll be down to the shop then to take that up with Vladdin. I believe they'll be looking into it, but yeah, still not good. But other than that, guys, yeah, it's a nice little device. It's exactly what it says on the tin. It's a little all-in-one device, perfect again with all pods really for those that are looking to put the stinkies down and pick the vapies up. But yeah, what do you think, guys? Other than let's take that away, take the sticker thing away, because I think this is an isolated thing. I don't think it's as common as what I initially thought. When I was testing this out on a group, I was going nuts. I was like, "Are you taking the rip?" But no, we spoke to them. They've kind of addressed it, and I've done a bit more research, and it's not as much of an issue as I first thought. So we'll take that away. But all in all, very decent one. I'd still say it's worth it. It's worth a punt. Obviously, even for people like me that are used to the mechs and the high wattages, this is what I'm actually finding whilst I'm reviewing all these pods is that these are quite handy to just walk out and about with. Obviously, don't want to take my big hatchet out with me or anything like that. Very handy indeed. Even with the coils, the flavors there, decent cloud production. But yeah, all in all, great little pod. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. I will go through them later on and respond as necessary. Oh, look, it'll focus in on the screen now, won't it? Bloody typical. I need to charge a battery on this. But yeah, there you have it, guys. The Vladdin Jet. I know they were pushing us to do a review on one of their other mods, but I spent most of the week faffing about trying to get to the bottom of this sticker issue that I had time to play with the shopping. So I'll be doing that. Maybe I won't be able to do it next week, but maybe the week after. But yeah, Vladdin Jet, guys, nice little device. A couple of things it could have done differently just to make it that much better, but nonetheless, great little device. Definitely worth it. I'm not sure if Assad's going to be getting them in. I did see someone ask earlier on, when's Assad getting them in? May have to get one. I'll have to have a chat with him later, and I can confirm that on the live tomorrow. But yeah, other than that, guys, Vladdin Jet done and dusted. Let me know what you think. I hate that you've got to put these stupid CE things on all the electrical devices. It's just, you should be able to hide it, really. But yeah, have a great rest of the weekend, guys. I'll be back tomorrow at 8 p.m. for the Mod for the Sunday Night Live. If you've all got nothing else to do, bob in, say hi, take part, have a laugh, all that shenanigans and all that stuff. So yeah, have a great one, guys. Thanks for joining me. Vladdin Jet, over and